Good evening. Sunday evening means it's time for league games in San Marino. Do we have a picture? Let me just check, see. I think so. Yeah, we do. Great. Now, we are in a bit of a troublesome situation all of a sudden. 5 matches into the season, and yeah, well, we've only won once. We'll have to see if we can do anything against Kumano Terme in the upcoming match. We've also added AC Trepikeri, the home match against Triple Bayern 2020. Could also be a troublesome encounter for Possessor and his troops today. Stålulvsforne against Phaeton of Finns. Top 4 for the Finns. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. In a reset situation, starting to train some homegrown players. Lokomotiv Ladendicht, Imfish up against San Marino Ask. Could it be? Did I see this name before? I simply don't remember. Looks like a fairly even matchup. First against second in IB3, our old division. Nasty Dragons playing against Tigre Rafaeloa. An important match for Nasty Dragons in order to keep up in top 3. Obviously also important for Tigres because they are first in the league. Trying to perhaps win promotion to the top flight. FC Semanlandia against Turisto Luciano, that's MJ's team, up against the bot. That means we will get some goals guaranteed today. In the top flight we have Ipesenti against Vegan FC. And Ipesenti has sold out, so plenty of goals for the guests today. Maybe that's also the case for Soria Marino. No. They are facing the leaders, Penarosa Bramante, and they have a solid lead, 4 points. Solid because 4 points after 5 games is quite a lot, to be honest. It'll be interesting to see if Soria Marino can do anything. A young team compared to Penarosa Bramante, for sure. Guedes up against second placed Mayalinas. Hard to tell here because of the difference of 1 year of age in average in the top 11. But also a red card for Kutukali Supanbekov. And he looks to be an important player for Guedes, so that could put the odds in favor of Mayalinas today. Legalin against Picaro Obise. Picaro Obise also fighting in the top 4 alongside Legalin. Looks like a fairly even match again because of the TSI reductions. I think today we can actually do a scout call because I didn't get around to do it during the weekend here. Been a little busy, to be honest. Excuse me. Alright, so this week let's see what Bolini, Risaliti and Primo Roman can present. There's one 15-year-old, Vasco Nomembrini. No specialties on the 16-year-olds. That's a pretty good lineup here. Overall 5. Yeah, maybe. Vasco Novembrini. 1577. Perhaps we can find something. Perhaps we can find something other than scoring for him. And we'll be playing on Thursday. We'll have a look-see at that point. Numbers between Comano Terme and Intercalvario shows us that we are probably in for a hard one. We have a whole level between us in form as well. This is honestly turning out to be a little harder than I had anticipated. Hey, Oregano, good to see you. We were unlucky last weekend, that's for sure, but fortunately we do have a bit more positive going for us in the Danish league here. We did win 2-1 today. It was a little too interesting. We had to wait all the way until 76th minute before we got a few right attacks. Turned it around. We had gone behind to an unpredictable event, but it's fair to say that we were good favorites in this one, and we got the win in the end. So we won 3 out of 6 games. And I guess this is okay when we are still primarily training players. Hopefully we can make this better. But honestly, the approach from Comano Terme has been a little confusing at times. So I'm not entirely sure what to expect today. Hopefully we'll see soon enough if we've chosen the right approach. Kickoff just 2 minutes away now. Soon. Let's have a look see how Hamsun did. To Varnik, second now. Winning. What are they playing? But it's looking like there might be an opportunity for Hamsun to promote this season. That's nice to see. Playing in the sun today. We are in the same region as Ipesenti, so no, we are not, because we are away from home. What am I saying? Alright, time for kickoff. Let's start in the Top flight here. Penarosa. Must be in a counter. Two fairly good side sectors. And I doubt maybe we'll see man mark from Rodriguez. I'm guessing if we see individual instruction in minute 1 here, we could also have a man mark. That's pretty... Maybe, no, he's instructed to play defensively now. Let's see. Divine 21. Guedes up against the counter. A strong counter from Mylinas. They do leave a few good opportunities open still. Hard match to pick out. Had they, like, if they had a bit more midfield, they would probably be the favorites in this one. Vegan, obviously huge favorites against the reset. Pesenti, Picaro Bisa, Divine 26 counter attack, and a right attack. One-sided approach. Right, Turisto playing against bots, attacking on the wings. Looks solid. Nasty dragons. Pressing. Magnificent. Trying to find a single point here. I mean, they are in a position where it's about holding on to that third place, maybe. Lokomotiv Ladendicht. Open match, but it's a clear midfield advantage to San Marino Ask, so that'll be a tough one. Pressing for Finns today. Phaeton Finns passable. I wonder how long they can keep Stålulsfåren away from the goal scoring opportunities. The AC Trebiceri also in a press today, outstanding. Triple Bayern looks like fairly big favorites in this one. Okay, so Commander Tama are trying the counter attack, formidable level, but they have a huge midfield advantage. And we play magical counter attack today. One side. I hope all the attacks they get land in the middle. I couldn't really do much about the side defense. We simply don't have like a keeper in weak form. We don't have really strong defenders against really strong one-sided. I mean, it'll take some luck, to say the least. No signs of getting an advantage due to stamina or anything. It'll take a lot of luck. I mean, what is it, 35% chance goes down the middle? And 25 for each of the sides? Perhaps we can get a regular chance as well. Yeah, another week of scoring. Unfortunately, we can't... I could have gone for some scoring training this week. But then we would have no chance to catch them somehow. I mean, realistically, we could hope for 1 point here, I think. $35 down the middle, 25 each side. Let's hope for a lot of chances down the middle. And a few missed 50-50 chances as well. Then we might get a point. Ricardo Maria Sagini with a central chance for Feo Talofins. That'll take a few attempts at least. 1% chance of converting. Aminenhat. Hi, has anyone read whether after these 6 preseasons it will be possible to choose the women's team and open a 5th? Close it. Yeah, you can operate a regular old school team if you want after 6 seasons. Yes, that's confirmed. That being said, I feel that 5 teams is more than I can handle, to be honest. At least when I'm busy doing other stuff in real life. Okay, so that plan of having them have their chances in the central sector not going that well. Soon they'll allow people to buy as many extra team slots as people. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, it's a miss. Let's convert it, man. Down the left. Let's be lucky. Today's tactic. Luck. But I mean, someday it will be the way to make the game sustainable, I think. Eventually. I mean, I could do some things in order to make it easy on myself by setting a proper standard lineups and stuff. By the way, don't tell Hampson I said that 5 teams is probably too much to handle. He'll be disappointed to hear so. Blasphemy. No counter, I think. "11 minutes played, no goals. That's a good thing." Leagues like Hattrick Fem, Hattrick International, homegrown not for me, but I would like to play with 5 teams still. Yeah, I get that. I like the Hattrick International because it's standard, but international. But I really don't like homegrown too much, to be honest. I prefer having the market. It's an option to build a team. So I totally understand. Hey, Alaric. Hoping for a lucky point today, perhaps? Maybe a little PNF steal? Also hoping for a lucky point. I'm hoping to steal 1 point. Hoping they get a lot of chances down the middle here. Playing 5-5-0. But it's hard to do anything really well with 2 of the starter players. Hey, Ben. Hope you're doing well. Stewie Benson, regular chance. Down the left. It's a central chance. Ah, that would have been lovely though, to get a regular chance down the left. I'm doing reasonably well. I'm doing very well, actually. I've had a good weekend. A little busy, Then we won in Denmark. We're about to lose, very unluckily, but then we won deservedly. So that's fun. And now we are trying to be lucky against Comano Terme. Your game starting at 8, I think. Hey, Pats. You get the simulator by... I don't know how well this will show, so let me just change my my view like this. So if you go to Danny'sHattrick.net and then you download this add-on, you get the simulator for your match page. Turisto Lituano up by 1-0 now. Leonardo Baldinasso from a penalty. Let's see if we can get hold of that match, Shadi. You still on target, I suppose, to promote? Oh, against the bot today, yeah. Plus 32, looks like it. You still in the secondary cup? Is that the red, the Ruby Cup? Robainen. Bigger. Oh yeah, that means cup. Bear. I understand. Nice. Oh, we are in the lead. How on earth did we do that? What? What? Will you look at that? They even miss a chance down the left. Meaning, wow. That's so lucky. You know what's also very lucky? To score on indirect set piece. I mean, wow. Igor Becker. Passable scoring. Okay, maybe that's not unfair. I mean, passable is quite good in order to convert special events like that. I mean, it's a formation we only have experience in due to trying to train extra. I mean, it's not like I don't have a chance if we hit a left attack. That's pretty good. I mean, hitting a left attack and getting ahead by 2. You could play 5-5-0 creative bunker. I mean, I also built experience in 3-4-3 for the counter. No, that's not true. Stålul Swan, 1-0 against Phaeton Offense, Mario Otza. So many unpredictables. That seems pretty strong also, that approach. Pretty strong right attack here, 43%. What did I build? Oh, I'm trying to build 4-3-3 as well for countering. Triple Bayern is taking the lead against AC Trippy Keddy. Trying to build formation experience 4-3-3 in order to train forwards while countering. Comano Terme now. Is this oh, it's from the right. They might just equalize now. Don't. They don't. It's working. Time for a counter. Time for a counter. Down the left. Down the left. You can do it. It would be unfair, but you should do it. Do it. Come on, boys. Now it's 2-0 for Stones, 4-1. Greg Webster down the right once more. Now it's 2. My chances to win doesn't change because I go up 1-0 though. It doesn't take the score into consideration when it... If we get another goal and we go up 2-0, increasing our defensive ratings, then it makes sense to change it. Injury for Luigi Bucci. I don't think this changes dynamically if you look at missed chances. Because what it actually draws on is just like the chart like it is now and all the specialties, and if you click this, then it just sets it up like this and gives you a new picture. It would be an amazing tool if it did. Oh yeah, but I totally understand why you would like the feature, but it's simply not that advanced. Yeah, it's pretty good to get an idea. I also think often it has a tendency to underestimate counter-attacking if you don't have a closer midfield at least. A little, not a lot. What's your ranking? Oh, it's not looking too good. We are 6th, but up to 4th if this holds. It's still fairly doubtful that we will bring this home, to be completely honest. If we can get a second, like a 2-goal lead, it will help immensely. Perhaps if we can steal a left-handed chance as well. The division is fairly hard, to be honest. And it's become a little harder because we were unlucky last weekend, weren't we? We were. So we are lacking a bit of confidence as well. Instead of building it nicely, we lost some. Benito Di Nicolo. 1-0 for Wigan FC. And in a situation like this, getting to play in a tougher league really begins to spark an urge to buy some stronger players to support the midfielders. But we can't keep up the stamina. Or we can't turn up the stamina yet. It would be a shame. Two and a half seasons and we can consider starting to bring in some end game players. Is it fourth? Third in Hattrick rankings, and it could be different in the Hattrick ratings. Wigan FC? Oh, that's a while ago. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to... Like, I could try to find the weakest 4th division. Third division, of course. But it could be very circumstantial how it just... Like, who relegates and who gets promoted, right? And it might end up as the strongest. But that's one of those things. That's also part of Hattrick. Alejandro Atuzza, the keeper here. Another injury, wow. That's unlucky. Guedes down the left. Mauro Sant'Angelo. Stacchini in goal. Will have to try to keep it out. But he can't. It's 1-0 for Guedes. Unpredictable event. This could go wrong also. San Marino Ask up 1-0 now. Beacon up by 2. Please find someone useful. No, he gives it away. Briganti. Louds, come on, Louds. Save us. Oh, it's wide. Guedes. Quick event. 2-0. Musa Sumare. Soria Marino has taken the lead from a corner. Fausto Micheloni. And now they attack through the center as well. No, it was a miss. We're still in the lead. Norbert Kravel. Straight at the keeper. Sahu, and it's a miss. 31 minutes in. Hey, Martin. Penarosa and a counter. How did it end? Hey, Hamson. I saw that you are level now with the leaders in the league. That's nice. Penarosa fails to seize the moment. We're being lucky at the moment. Which is the tactic today. So far, it's working. Wouldn't mind a little counter down the left. Also, Kamado has missed 2 chances in the side sectors. Oh, wow. They still have to win 2 games, Arsenal. Yeah. Who do they have in the remaining matches? Igor Becker scored after a counter-attack from a set piece. The combo. Very nice. Burnley and Crystal Palace. The Crystal Palace might be interesting since it's like a London game, right? Burnley should, but I'm guessing everyone will be a bit jittery in a important match like that anyway. Having a bit of the jitters. Thanel Lazaro didn't, scoring down the right for Guedes. Now look at all these teams at 9 points now. And then a lot of teams close to that as well. Vegan, 3 now. Jesus Lopez. What about City? Who do they play? "37 minutes. Palace, Bournemouth, and Aston Villa." Haven't Aston Villa been quite good this season? Just keep it up, boys. Keep being lucky. Isn't that lovely? When it actually works. Silvestro Zanotti. That's the right back of Turisto. 2-0, Zanotti. Not for Inter Calvahave though. Would be lovely. That's strange. Let's have a look at your match. Still first. 6-1. I forgot. What are you training, Martin? Christoph? Maybe I can work it out. Defending. Why are you only playing with 3 defenders though? I don't understand. You need to be utilizing all of the training spots. to make some money. Especially when you play in the lowest league. If you want to make some, like, an optimal, or like, earn a lot of money, right? Yeah. Yeah, I guess, I mean, I'm not here to tell you how to play the game, but one of the reasons I'm playing 5-5-0 today is because I could play a counter-attack with 3 attackers, but I wouldn't have a chance to win any points. So sometimes, especially when your players are young and your club is young, you might have to sacrifice some performance for training. So like, if you're performing, you can't really train optimally, and if you train optimally, you can't really perform. That's a trade-off. This is the harem ball. Which one? Sorry? What does that even mean? I don't understand. Oh, anti-football. I mean, we're still trying to play a one-sided counter here. Oh, I see. I see. Piccolo Pisa takes the lead. Counter. With the direct free kick. Tyson Edwards. Just below the crossbar is 1-0. San Marino Ask. Up 2-0 against Lokomotiv Lartendicht now. Alex Borgato. That's not our take though. We're just trying to be lucky today. Oh, he's solid now. That's nice. Always very exciting to when you get to put them on the transfer list. Such a player, if it's potentially a player that's worth a lot, can be nerve-wracking. $16 years old. Okay, he should have a lot of time to reach excellent. We are about to reach half time, and it's going kinda perfect. Couldn't really be better at the moment. Defending, winger, and set pieces. You shouldn't focus at all on set pieces, to be honest. If he's not revealed in defending and winger, you shouldn't at all think about set pieces. Only if you don't have anyone else capable of doing anything at all in the academy. It's simply not worth it. If he was a keeper, perhaps, but it's so easy to train. Oh, that's good advice. Yeah, that's the question. Are you going to train him for the national team or trying to sell him? That's true. You should be looking at getting an excellent coach. Do you have an excellent coach lined up then? So you can convert. That's cool. But you probably want a level 5 coach. To help him reach the national team then. I'm training this guy. But if you don't have the money, you need... If you don't have the money for like a level 5 coach now, you should for sure make sure you train on all 10 defender positions. Like you should, if you train defending, you should train 10 defenders, and you shouldn't give a damn about results if you want to have that player have a chance for the national team. And you should start right now. I'm not joking. You have a season, and if you buy a future coach, he needs to play in your team, or be in your team for a full season before you can convert him. So you should definitely look into that. Just bought a future coach, 12 experience, 7 leadership. That's going to be an expensive conversion. In Denmark, I only really have these two guys, but they only acceptable leadership. Not Rikowski here. He'll be sold long before he's... But Kenny Malmberg, formidable experience, passable leadership. And Ronnie Adriansen. The thing is, they started out with the team, so obviously I'll convert Kenny first. Playmaking, that's a good plan, definitely. But you should really see if you can find a level 5 coach. And you should be executing on that plan right away. Oh, a Snyder shirt. You're actually saying something. I would want that to be a national team shirt then with a print on. Because that's the project with Snyder. Like the pens. Oh yeah. Trying to do something unexpected. It's just a little sad if you really have a good player and you don't have the means to train him properly. But do you know how much a level 5 coach cost? Yeah, to get a level 5 coach? It certainly does. I mean, even if you just get a Paul, it's 4 million euros. If you want to recruit externally, which you really shouldn't, because like if I wanted to like but if you only have a level 4 coach, he will have a very hard time reaching the national team. You'd have to be lucky that other players get injured, perhaps. Right, if we pick Kenny here, for instance. Now, if I am to convert him to a level 5 coach, it's 3.8. I won't, because I don't have the money to do it. I'll have to settle for a solid coach. Hey, Aldrin. And that's just life. But I don't plan to include any of my players in the national team. How did it go in the Norwegian League games today? Yesterday. This weekend, I should say. How is it again? One against probably out of the cup on Wednesday. It's the first neutral game in Norway as well, perhaps. Looks like it. Yeah, it looks like a very tough opponent because if you look at this top 11 average, you're sort of equal in TSI, but with wage reduction and TSI reduction. Whoa. What? And this is with the drawback. 28. 25. Okay, he's playing a TDF as well. But you would have to... But, I mean... You wouldn't ever want to like man mark him from the defense because the other sectors are still so insanely strong. So it's basically forcing, if you wanted to man mark this TDF, you would want to do it from midfield, meaning you just lower your midfield ratings. I mean, but when the attack ratings are like this high, it makes it hard to sacrifice the ratings to man mark even the TDF, right? The next player I add to the squad. I'm starting to formulate a plan on which players to get hold of first when we talk. You don't need the defense because it's futile to try to defend against. I mean, that's the drawback of his approach, right? You don't need a lot to compete with his defense. But... I forgot to tell you that I'm expanding my stadium right now, so I'll get more money. Yeah, but you are in a race against time to find the money for that. Do you have any players? No, you wouldn't have any... I need to win. Oh, wait. You're playing the double round against the league leaders. Yeah, that's a bit of a situation to handle. It might be too much. Yeah, I get why you may want to Forget about it. I'm happy with round 7 for now, to be fair. I'm doing good in the series. 2 reds and an injury. I mean, I would be over the moon to be playing in round 7 of the cup anytime soon. Round 8 last season. A bit unfortunate to meet a team that can win the entire thing from 4th division. Yeah. Quinto Scotti. There's always the possibility of someone having a team that's about to climb. It's from the right. Please. Defenders, be lucky. Louts, save it. Save it. No. Cup-wise this week really was a disaster. Both main and Hattrick Fem teams had undeserved early exits. Yeah, I was fairly unlucky to get beaten in the cup as well in the HFI. But fortunately, it goes fairly well in the league. I think we're second. Nah, but that means they won't get any more chances down the sides now. They'll end up in the middle. And now we are ready to pounce. Now we just have to be lucky, of course, and get them down the left. I mean, that was the entire tactical approach today. Hey lads, let's just be lucky today. See how it goes. Or score 1%. Yeah, of course. I'll make an Excel for finances. That's a good idea. Vegan FC up by 5 now. And Chigres Raffaoli is taking the lead against Nasty Dragons. Alessio Di Lorenzo down the left. Do it twice. Oh yeah, we did that the other day, right? A week ago. But it could have been a 1.4%, so it's not even that lucky, right? Yeah, too bad, Lyric. We were very unlucky a week ago, and the confidence is also has also taken a hit from it, to be honest. then we just had a hard time really doing anything nice in a more balanced setup at the moment. But yeah, we don't play with a form coach, and we have a low leadership coach at the moment. We just enjoying the excellent level 5 coach skill as long as we can before we have to swap to a solid level 4 coach instead. And that's just the way it is when you play with a low budget from the beginning. Yeah, I mean, if you have a high leadership coach, you can then also employ the form coach rather than the psycho, and then you can start performing. Right now, it's just like a test of patience, to hold out, not to spend anything. Yeah, he was never really that strong, but I wanted to, I had to convert him to boost the under 21's chances. That's a few of the choices we did along the way. Try to get Zanotti in the under 21's, and that might actually be troublesome for Zanotti. That is like the backup plan. If we just realize we don't have enough money to come through with the whole cycle in a satisfying way, we could try to make a national team player out of Zanotti, but then we would have to find a level 5 coach somewhere. With normal tactic, my opponent had 3 attack on the same side with only 20% chance to score. A bit unlucky, but it's the logical score for the match. Yeah, I mean, after you could still afford to acquire a decent, solid leader. I think I'd rather stick with the level 5 coach and post the money into the players. Because it is a little tight. It's roughly 49% chance of having a goal scored after 3 chances in the left sector, Alaric, with a 20% base chance. Mikel Raymond helps Lokomotiv Leipzig draw one back on a penalty. I mean, what's the lowest price you could pay for converting a level 5 coach? I have a sheet somewhere with the formula in. €1.7 million with divine experience to convert. I mean, I'm not saying, like, if we get on, like, next season, get on a extremely lucky cup run to somehow acquire the cash, right? To acquire and convert. That's also like 10% of the player budget, roughly. We're doing well. I mean, we also have to hope that player values are still quite low. Right, so what if we... Titanic, that would be 2.4 to convert. Yeah, you're right. No transfer compares. 25. These guys are crazy. What if you go world class then? 2.8 to convert. See if we can find someone without any skills. Yeah, I guess we'd have to find some money somehow, unexpectedly, I think. A lot of goals here. Soria Marino up 2-0 now. That's a new goal at least. Basically getting a lucky youth. Yeah, that would be nice. That would perhaps enable some plans. But I mean, there's a lot of different choices presented now, or in the, like, in 2 seasons or so. Ultimately, it's also like there's a higher cost just by paying the wages, the staff wages. That's the danger, like the reset, the urge to reset if you get like an extraordinary player. I have a few interesting players in Denmark now. I have a double solid winger, solid solid scoring. I would so love it for him to reveal like an unpredictable spec or a powerful spec. That would be mint. Then I pulled this guy today. A bit old, unfortunately. But he could also potentially be a double winger scoring prospect. This is the guy I would love to see the specialty on. That would be lovely. I mean, Rico Overstrup from my Danish team, he had an event, a powerful event that was, however, like when he was 16 and 80 days, and it revealed like a fortnight later. This guy, I mean, if he has some scoring, we are like, it's going to be like, what do we do with these three guys? I'm trying to find some reveals. It's a race against time, but I mean, it's a lovely situation to be in because most of the time you just don't have anything. Vestatas makes it 6-0 for weekend. Micheloni. Milestones. Or you can't see them. Pretty decent, yeah. 2 million euros. And then sold right after. So that is... and then sold again. That's like 100,000 euros into the pocket as well. It's always lovely to see one of those go fairly high. Free kick to Comano. Started it, but tomorrow I will finish it. What are you talking about, Martin? Sorry? I must have missed something. Oh, the Excel sheet. Oh, is this counter time? They've missed down the right. Come on. Counter. They're supposed to get the rest of the chances down in the central attack. Otherwise, I will proclaim that Hattrick is an unrealistic game. All right, Martin, just be careful you don't try too many things at once in Hattrick, because that's usually where people end up with nothing from their efforts, or something they don't feel satisfied with in the end. I guess it's easier for me to say because I've been in the situation where the plan that I had for my team wasn't thorough enough. So when I reached the third division, I was annoyed by the fact that I was out of cash and I couldn't do anything to make my team better or to even adjust. If I tried to sell players off, I would lose money from the transfer cuts, and then it also feels a lot more frustrating when you have already played, let's say 10 seasons with a sort of a plan, and then you realize that the plan was not it wasn't good enough. You didn't prepare accordingly. That's also a big frustration. So when I've tried that, it was easier for me to commit to a plan from day one, saying this is what I want to do, because I've tried the other thing already. What I call playing the game a little like Football Manager, for instance, which is fun. But when you realize some of the other guys you play against now, they were just all in on the long haul, the long plan. Comano, come on, central attack. It's down the right. What's wrong with the game engine? It's not fair. Why are we not lucky? Jan Louts, save it, save it, save it. Lucky save, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Agree, money is the core of Hattrick. So much frustration with the difference of market price and how much we could build in cash. Like I'll be honest, I'm constantly looking at the prices of like sort of the roundup players I'm going to buy. Trying to find other markers if we are seeing a market that is starting to increase, because if that's the case, I'll have to invest the money. Then I can't leave them in the bank account where they are right now. But I don't see the market gaining a lot of value as we talk at the moment. And at the point we're at now, being roughly 2 seasons away from where we are starting to add the first round of players, I hope it drops even lower now, to be honest, because that will just enable me to do more with the money I've accumulated. Then again, selling the players that hold some value, the keepers, the defenders, they will also. Like a steep acceleration of the market would be bad, right? So if you can't really invest your money in a meaningful way. What's your league goal this season? To top 4. To get some prize money, basically. And then get rid of all of the scoring training, most of it, so we can start playing players in proper positions again. So we can play Zanotti, Camallini and Francioni always in midfield. Get Ulukis up front as well. Becker and Belgiuganu on the wing, right? Because when we're done training scoring, we can actually choose to do that. 3-0 now for Stålul's Forum against Feyenoord Finns. Tough matchup today. Yeah, now salaries are the big difference between top teams and others. That's true, and that's the reason why the most heavily trained players will be homegrown, to save money, of course. I mean, if you look at Rico Åstrup in Denmark, it's been a while since he was promoted in the academy. But I'm starting to look like the way he looks, right? A bit of a Swiss Army knife. Like, play him defensively to break up an attack. Play him offensively if you need a little more. It's going to be good. Yellow card for Gotti. Oh, they didn't miss again. Look at what they're trying to sell. Oh, that world-class defender, he's not very good. No specialty. And no, you shouldn't. Don't buy him. I wouldn't advise you to be honest. Because he's supposed to be higher defending at his age. If he's only trained in defending, you would want him to be higher level in defending. He could of course be 13.5 and we can't see it and we can't tell it, but my biggest direct free kick for Kumano. Please miss it. I know where you're coming from, Martin. I used to think like that as well. I was like fixated on, oh, I want a world-class player because that seems cool. The problem about Wait a minute. Counter, counter, counter. Down the left, down the left, down the left. Central. Oh, but it's a 2%er. It's double the chance. It's double the chance. And it's a naughty. If I close my eyes and think, no. San Marino ask. 4-1. Massimo Palazzi. We need that glorious left counter. Yeah, we got double the chance of scoring on this one. What was the chance on the other? 1%. I'm saying I was like, I remember fixating on like an arbitrary number, like, yay, I want like the first thing I remember fixating on was getting a brilliant level 11 playmaker, because then he would be beyond half of the, like, halfway to 20 divine. But it doesn't really make any sense to think like that, because it's always about the, like, where your club is at the moment, and at some point a level 13 world-class defender will be like, if your team is progressively getting better and you play at a quite high level competitively, a world-class defender is a terrible player. He'll be far off what's required to play at a higher level. So it's all in relevance to where your club is. AC Trepichetti. Andrea Amarone Ambrosini. Pulling one back here down the right. And that's true, but you also you see managers looking on the forum on a formula to develop a team that could do well in the 5th division sometimes, right? That doesn't make sense. If you are training players that are supposed to gain value as well, they would also in some way also have to be meaningful for other managers to get hold of at some point. So when you try to make a plan, it's about, like, realistically, if you want to play at the highest level in your country, you need the players that could continuously grow towards that level. And at some point they will be better, because you'll be trying to climb as well, and also doing the climb somewhat comfortably without too many hiccups. So sometimes you have to plan for better players than what you need right now. But as a point in your team's progression, it doesn't make sense to make a team that, like, for me, could really compete in the 3rd division. Oh yeah, you could day trade or trade players. A lot of people do that. But he won't sell for those 1k euro. It's not a bad idea to do some trading if you want to get an advantage. I would, if I were you, I would. I don't know exactly how good your defenders are, but I would probably sell them off, and then I would consider training some young players and start making some money. And try, like, patience is key. Right? And try to... Oh, that's terrible. And try to see if you can park that urge to compete without being ready. I'm only saying it because I've tried to go down that route, to try to compete without... You'll just be faced with a... You'll be stopped in your tracks, and you'll be frustrated that you didn't try to build something more solid before you started. I know because I've done it a few times when I was younger and didn't fully understand the game. Amarone Ambrosini, magnificent cross again here. There's the equalizer. Yeah, it looks fair actually. Okay. A little not too dangerous central attack now, and then a counter down the left. And again, there should be 10 of those that you're training. 10 young defenders. And it's really hard to assess them in any way when you don't know how old they are and what level you trained them from. Trippicetti going behind again here. Gianni Maurizi for triple Bayern 2020. Roberto Frangioni, wing event, assisting Calzolari. Only 10? Yeah, that's true, but you could always try to sneak in a bid for like a low price player. It doesn't hurt. I mean, it's like a shot to nothing. That doesn't hurt. Maybe convincing Martin to start training effectively first, and then we'll go with the 120-minute training scheme afterwards. I do get it's a bit about perspective, because I guess that you, Hampson, you've probably played through multiple iterations and builds and plans. So committing to a more extreme approach. What am I saying? Approach is easier, because at least I feel that way, because I've seen the consequences of not playing like that. 4-1 now for Stolens for them. I mean, I'll be honest, 1 point in this match, that's being lucky. That's being very lucky. If we can somehow sneak in another goal, that would be extremely lucky. But that was the tactic. That was the tactic. We deserve some extreme luck, though. But it's really a scrap. It's going to be a tough fight. Come again, Inter. We've only converted 2. We started at magical. We're probably not at magical now, though. But after the midweek friendly, we can play some 4-3-3 counter-attack as well. Train scoring while the double round. I'm actually trying to remember it. Is it the Mountain King? Yeah, it's Mountain King. I will take a look in a minute or so. I'm actually thinking Mountain King might be quite strong because yeah, double round against Mountain King. How are they playing today? Hey Dusk, good to see you in the chat. They might be building some confidence, which will make it a little troublesome. But we should be able to match the midfield and do something useful if we choose to. It really depends. We have options. San Marino ask 5-1 now. Hong Jiming on the volley, and Jordi Piqueras has made it 2-1 now for Penarrosa Bramante. Pico Bisegros gets closer now. Tigres beat Nasty Dragons 1-0. Unfortunately for Alaric and Nasty Dragons. Lost all my games this weekend and blowouts too. Rough times. I'm sad to hear that. That's how it goes sometimes. Penarrosa Bramante ends up dropping points today. They lose 2-1 to San Marino. A few minutes. Oh, I think it's a stall here. Oh, it's relive. We've earned a lucky point, I guess. Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at the league instead. Maybe the top line. Super lucky. We can watch the replays. Wow. I'm a tactical mastermind, right? Nah, you see, I've said this before. Don't think that it's due to skill when you're just lucky. Mega lucky. Yeah, I know. That was the tactic. We have to be lucky today, and we were. All right, 6 rounds in, 2 points for Penarosa Bramante to Piccolo Besse, but they'll be winning. They'll be playing Ipesenti, the reset team, twice now. Could be. You're burning the positive random too early? Nah. Do you remember what happened a week ago? Do you remember what happened a week ago? And to lose this 5-2 even? Yeah, that's Hattrick for you at times. Mountain King. Still in the Coppa Guaita. Let's look at the team analysis. 2-5-3. This was a derby. Let's take a difficult away match. Strong center attack. And we probably have to come up with some sort of approach. I don't think we will be able to stop them if we play counter with 4 at the back, that's for sure. Or you think? I'm not entirely sure it's going to be effective, but maybe, like if we I'll have to come up with some sort of approach, right? Anyway, guys, that's all for 2-5-3. I don't think I have the... I keep pushing that damn button. Sorry. Do I have... a good point to win. 6-5-2. Could perhaps go an all-out attack. Now that you say it. That might be an option. Anyway, that's something for me to figure out during the week. So for now, I want to say thank you for stopping by and being part of the stream today. Hope you guys have a great week. We'll be celebrating the lucky point. That's a nice one. A good way to try to turn things around this season. We'll have to do much better in the second half, though. Take care, guys. Have a great evening. Bye.